Good morning, this is Sonia Lang Photography, and today I'm going to share with you my basic adjustments that I do in Camera Raw on almost every photo that I process. So here's an image of full moon over Mono Lake, and the first thing that I like to do is just go ahead and click the auto button up by edit, and you can see the histogram change at the top here and how it really just popped the color and the contrast on this one. The next thing I like to do is open the light and decide if it's too bright, if I want to go down on exposure at all, or up if I want more contrast. You can see how that changes with the slider. I do have to be careful because I don't want to blow out the moon as I move that contrast bar or light bar around. I've got the highlights here that I can pull down just to give a little more detail in the moon there. The other thing I like to do is go up to Profile and select Adobe Landscape. It just gives your landscapes a little more color. So I went ahead and selected that at the top here. The next button on color, I like to go ahead and play with the white balance. It starts out with as shot out of camera, and then if you click on that, I like to select auto just to see what it does. It makes it a little too yellow for my liking, but I'm going to look to see what daylight does. That's nice. Adds a little more pinks in there. Cloud is going to give it more yellow, and then so on as you go down the buttons here. But I think I'm going to go ahead and select daylight. I really like how that looks. You also have sliders here. You can play with some of the temperature and color there. The next thing I like to do is go down to effects and add just a slight vignette. Just kind of helps the viewer's eye find the light and shadow in there a little better. And then I go down to curves. Um, Curves, I like to play with the darks there and then pop the lights just a tiny bit. I can't go too much because we've got that bright moon up there. I don't want to blow out the light in that. And then if you have any noise in your photo, you can pop down to detail. There's a denoise button, you can click there. I often just use the manual noise reduction and move that to my liking. This image doesn't have a lot of noise in it, so I don't really need to do that here. And then from there, I go ahead and just open it in Photoshop and continue on editing.